Welcome everyone to another episode of Coffee with Kuda. We are going to be diving into conversations about how to prevent addiction. This is a very wide topic that has different angles to look at it. One of the angles that come with a topic of addiction is the war on drugs. It's a very interesting topic because war on drugs is something that was declared in America a while ago, and to this day the war has not been accomplished. It has not been finished. We are still battling this war. My biggest perception on this is that the war on drugs is difficult to conquer as long as we have individuals who are seeking these drugs. The problem is that when it comes to buying and selling, it's simple business, which is supply and demand. As long as there's demand for drugs, there's always going to be supply. You see, no one can come to me and force me to use drugs. No one can come to me and force me. So what I'm saying is, drug dealers are only successful because of the number of people who want to use the drugs. Now, our goal to win the war on drugs should be actually based on helping each other so that we do not need to use the drugs. I'm saying this because in this show, Coffee with Kuda, what we are noticing is that people are using drugs because of the pain that they went through. They're trying to hide something. As long as there are people who are running away from their own trauma, those people are going to be turning to substances. I am convinced that the more we come together as humans, the more we come together as people and treat each other accordingly, the less and less we are going to be facing individuals who are actually addicted. People in this show tend to talk about using substances because they were sexually abused at a young age. They're talking about using drugs because they are trying to run away from the images that are in their head, the pain that they feel. But this person had an opportunity to be helped way earlier. Most of the interviewees are saying, at 10 years old, I started drinking. At 11 years old, I was using cocaine. Had someone stepped in at that 11-year-old, would have been able to support the individual so that they do not turn to addiction by the time they're 18 years old. Because the road to addiction is a journey, and it's a long journey. Now, how can you help one person? I'll tell you how. Someone says, we had nothing. We grew up poor. I was jealous of my friends' parents who had a nice car, so I wanted those things. This person already felt like they did not belong in a society where there are nice things unless they themselves get these nice things. Are we able to reach out to 10-year-olds and 11-year-olds who do not have anything, make them feel accepted in a community, even if you are living well off, inviting that 10-year-old, hey, it's okay, come over. Support the child to understand that just because your parents are poor doesn't mean you should be ashamed of what you have. Can you appreciate this love and support that your parents give you? If you don't get love and support, what can we do so that you may feel like you are loved? Now, one of our interviewees who didn't feel like they were loved, they went and turned to someone who loved them, which was the streets. Over there, everyone is accepted. And those people, they demand the drugs. Hence, supply will always come in. Maybe we've been battling the war on drugs wrong by fighting the people who are supplying, rather than helping people so that the demand does not increase. I want to challenge neighbors, teachers, and coaches in the community to say, if you see a 10-year-old, 11-year-old who's talking about substances in any way, why are you so comfortable to say the word alcohol? Why are you so comfortable to talk about crack cocaine? I'm not going to judge you or punish you, but rather I'm going to guide you. I'll help you to understand that this is wrong, and I'll help you to understand that you don't need it. Now, by doing that, you've helped one person to not be in line of demand for drugs later on. And if we all as a community and as a society do this, we reduce the demand, which in turn reduces the supply. I am pained by understanding that so many youth or children had nowhere to run to when they were abused. What those people do is they run to themselves and find solutions themselves. When that one person learns that heroin can numb your pain, that cocaine will make you feel better than anything else, that is the first thing that they will do. And hence the increase of supply and demand on drugs, because of the increase and the untreated trauma that is within people. When it comes to the war on drugs, I think we have failed. I do appreciate the efforts, but we have failed and went with it the wrong way. And maybe it's time to change our technique. I'm not saying let's allow drug dealers to get away with life, with things, but I'm saying let's help a lot of people who may need the drugs, so that when they don't need it, even a drug dealer will have to go for a different job. It's easier said than done. But I think when it comes to war on drugs, at this very moment, trauma has won the war on drugs. Tune in to Coffee with Kuda, and I'll see you in the next episode.